Yeah, so at number 11, we've got The Collector from the Collector franchise. Well, there's only two films in, not technically not a franchise, but you know, yeah, two basically films. I'm a big fan of the first one.
Second one's a bit crazy.
Part two, yeah, part two was decent, but the first one was definitely much the better one. And there's like 15 kills all in all.
There's probably more because of the club scene.
Yeah, especially off screen, basically. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, it's. I mean, I would say my actual favourite kill is from it's the first one, and that would be Chad, who he's the boyfriend of the sort of main, or the actual daughter basically, of the family who's getting terrorised. And he gets brutalised. I mean, he basically falls back. Not only gets his it's like 4 fingers chopped off, but then he falls back into a bear trap and gets his head just crushed. Basically, he gets brutalised. That for me is definitely my favourite kill there.
I think my favourite kill is the girlfriend of Chad.
Yeah.
She gets battered and she's
brutalised.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
She's beautiful, and I think she shows her boobs.
And that's probably why she died.
Well, she should never die. At number 10, we have The Candyman, based on the book The Forbidden by Clive Barker. Not the hugest fan. It's a good story, played by Tony Todd. There's 3 films, 22 kills in the film. Basically, it's an urban legend. If you say his name 5 times in the mirror, you won't see the next day.
Yeah. I'm a fan of the first one. I've been completely honest, I haven't seen the rest.
I saw them all.
Yeah, yeah. Candyman first was definitely good. As I know Eric's a big fan of Breakfast Candyman. He's my supervisor.
I need to watch him. I will watch him again, back to back, and just...
Yeah. I will certainly... I mean, that's the good thing about this. It's like a show. Based, not only will it remind people of like some classics, or it will just tell people, like, if they haven't seen them, basically, like to like, go and watch them. But it's also the same with us. Like, there are some films we either haven't seen or haven't seen in a long time that we will go back and revisit or watch for the first time. That's the good thing. And at number 9, we have Pinhead.
From the Hellraiser series.
Yes, definitely from the Hellraiser series. Doug Bradley plays Pinhead, and he was in 1 to 8, and he wasn't in 9. I've only seen 1 to 3. I mean, basically he's killed like 35 people roughly over the actual like nine films, and I would have to say my favourite one, my favourite Hellraiser is actually Hellraiser 3: Hell on Earth, and the best scene is the actual club scene where Pinhead goes to the club and then he shuts all the doors. And just proceeds to pick people off, like CDs through the head and all that sort of stuff, and spikes and all that, really cool stuff. And apparently he killed 150 people in that. Obviously you didn't see that because the majority of them would have been off screen, but you saw a fair few people getting butchered in that. Yeah. So I mean, it's a Hellraiser 3: Hell on Earth. That's probably the best one for me. What you, Matt?
I agree. Part 3. Did you know Hellraiser was the lowest grossing out of all the horror franchises? It took 84 million across the 9 films.
84 million, yeah.
It may have changed now, but it was the
doubt
lowest.
it very much. Yeah. But I mean, that's $84 million, so that's obviously in like their theatres basically. But yeah, got to say, not a major fan of the actual Hellraiser sort of franchise. Hence why I didn't continue to watch more. 1 to 3. Yeah, decent. Definitely 3 is the best one for me.
3 for me.
Yeah.
1 and 2, I struggle to watch.
And at number 8, we have Otis Firefly.
Tutti fucking fruity.
From the notorious Firefly family, aka House of Thousand Corpses and The Devil's Rejects. Now, me and Matt obviously watched the first one in up Florida, and we didn't think much of it. Like I said before, I've obviously revisited it, and I think it's pretty cool now. But Devil's Rejects, I watched that first, and I fucking loved that film. Yeah, I mean, basically, it's Otis Firefly. Okay, I mean, the actual Firefly family, they're alleged to have killed over 75 people, but it says that he's actually killed about 7 people. I call bullshit on that one.
Yeah.
Basically, in the beginning of the Devil's Rejects, there's a big shootout with the sheriffs and that sort of stuff, and I'm pretty sure he's picked off people there as well. But yeah, I mean, and then when it comes down to my favourite kill of Otis Firefly, it would have to be Steve Nash's, played by Walton Goggins, and it's just the sheer. He knows he's gonna die. You know, he's based on his knees. He's waiting to basically die, and it's just it takes so long for Otis to actually pull the trigger, and it's like the camera just pans away, and then you just hear, and then that's it. It's just executed. And I thought that was fucking awesome. Fucked up, but awesome.
It's pretty mean.
Yeah. Like you, Matt, what's your
My favourite kill
favourite
is from Devil's Rejects, and it's poor old Jeffrey Lewis, who recently passed away. Yeah. And again, it's just brutal. He's down, face down. He's already been battered. Otis just gets the butt of the shotgun, just rams his face. You see his face, just full cave in. It's just sad because I like Jeffrey Lewis.
I also like it's Tiny's kill in Devil's Rejects. Who is the guy? He was in one of the Steven Seagal films. Oh God! Basically, he's the actual sheriff's brother in
William Forsythe.
William Forsythe's death,
Yeah.
where Tiny just basically bends him in half, and
Yeah.
just breaks his back. And that was pretty screwed up.
They're good films.
Yeah,
They're good
cracking films. Definitely watch them, people.
Yeah. At number 7, big shout out for Victor Crowley. Some of you may not know him. He's from the Hatchet series. So
if you haven't heard of the actual Hatchet series, yeah,
it's really worth checking out.
Definitely.
Back to the old school horror, directed by Adam Green. There's 3 films. Across the 3 films, there's 45 kills on that, roughly. So, yes, an average of around 15 kills a film, which probably makes him one of the most prolific killers.
Yeah, especially only 3 films.
My favourite kill from the series is when he kills Reverend Zombie in part 2. Reverend Zombie played by Tony Todd. It's just a dream matchup watching them clash, and then he ends up pulling his whole skeleton out from him. You need to see it.
For those who don't know, that's obviously Candyman versus Jason Voorhees, basically.
Yeah.
which is fantastic. But I mean, my favourite kill has got to be obviously in the first one. It's I don't know the fat guy's name, but you know he stood no chance anyway. He's a fat guy and he's got to try and run from a monster. He's got no chance, and he just gets his skull crushed, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Just gets crushed, and he's a fat guy. So for him to be able to basically pick him up and just crush his fucking skull, I mean that just shows the strength of Victor Crowley. Yeah, fantastic.
At number 6, we've got everyone's favourite puppet, Chucky.
A.K.A. Richard Langan.
Voiced by Brad Dourif. He's appeared in 6 films. Across them 6 films, it's been 30 kills. I think we've already spoke about Chucky sometimes.
Yeah.
My favourite kill would be the very first kill, where the poor babysitter gets hit in the head with a hammer.
Hammer time. Oh. Yeah, that's
thrown out a window.
That's my favourite kill as well. I mean, it's just bad, isn't it? Just getting a hammer flung at you, and
by a doll. You don't expect it.
Basically, not only do you get a hammer thrown at you, but then you end up flying out the window. You know, you're obviously going to be brain dead anyway. Okay, right, but then you're dead because you're out a window, and it's quite high up as well, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, but Chucky, eh?
Good old Chucky.
Good old Chuck. Yeah, and then at number 5 we've got Death. Now you're probably wondering what the fuck is Death. Death is from the Final Destination franchise, and that is a franchise because it's 5 movies. And yeah, I mean, it's like 5 movies. You've got basically right. It says on screen 39 kills, and then it says all in all, on screen, off screen, 506 deaths. Because obviously there's all the pile-ups and all that sort of stuff, the airplane going down.
It's probably more.
Sort of stuff. Yeah, but it's apparently 506 all in all, but like 39 on-screen deaths. And yeah, I mean, off the Final Destination sort of series, I would have to say I was a big fan of all 5 of them. I thought they were fantastic. Part 3 was probably the best death for me, and it's the roller coaster. And the sheer fact is basically it could happen any fucking time, man. It's a roller coaster, you know. People go on roller coasters every fucking day.
Alton Towers.
And yeah, you know what I mean. I was on Ramesses It's Revenge once, and my actual seatbelt was the only one that didn't come down, and I was shitting myself the whole time. I literally pulled it down and made sure it was fastened in, and obviously I'm still here to tell the sort of story, or am I? But yeah, it's just, I mean, there was 7 people killed in total there, including the actual main girl's boyfriend and her best friend. She obviously tried to get him off the ride, but people didn't listen, and they never do. And yeah, basically, yeah. So 7 people died, and I think that's my actual best death in that. What about you, Matt?
There's a lot in the Final Destination series.
Yeah.
I like the sunbed death in part 3 again, I think, with the 2 women.
Yes.
Go under the sunbed and get
Part 3.
Yeah,
part 3. Yeah.
I like the one who goes for laser eye surgery, and the beam.
Is that 5? That may be.
That
5.
might be 5. We might watch that at Fright Fest.
We did. Yeah.
So yeah, I like that one. There's a lot of deaths. They're just really gory deaths.
And it's a really good franchise.
Yeah.
And it
ended.
It ended fantastic. And please don't make it. Don't go back to it. Leave it be, people.
Don't make it.
You know, it really did a
full circle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Beautiful.
So it's fantastic. And then we've got number 4. It's Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yes, Matthew does resemble.
Thanks.
It's Leatherface. That's his nickname. He can't help it. But yeah, I mean, yeah, he's basically killed so that you've got it's like 7 films, and they're working on the 8th one, which is coming out next year. And over the 7 films at the moment, he's killed over 30 people. And for me, I would say the most infamous death is obviously it's Pam, and that's from the original, where she just gets basically like dragged into the room and then impaled on the actual hook. And that was brutal. It was just really, really brutal because it happened to a female, and that was in 1974. So yeah, that was pretty fucked up. Yeah, what you meant?
Poor, I can't remember the guy's name. What's the wheelchair?
Yeah, the actual brother.
Yeah,
that's in the first one.
I can't remember what his name was. The guy in the wheelchair, because you don't expect him to die. I know he's annoying all the way through it.
Yeah.
But when he dies, you're like, whoa, that's not supposed to happen.
Pretty shocked.
But yeah, Leatherface, Texas Chainsaws.
Awesome.
They're good films.
Yeah. You know, we obviously wasn't a big fan of the first one, but you know, I prefer the remakes. But anyway, I digress.
At number 3, we have the Springwood Slasher, aka Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger.
He's appeared in 9 films, and across them films, he's got 42 kills. He's probably got more. But
probably, yeah. I'm sure he killed a lot more off screen.
Yeah. The way he kills people, because they're dream sequences, they can be as crazy as they want. My favourite kill would be Tina in the very first film, because I just think it's really clever the way they got her up on the roof, slashed her, and her poor boyfriend gets the blame.
Mine's part 3, Dream Warriors, where the base puppet master, that's pretty screwed up. And actually, that guy who played that guy was in Stand By Me.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he plays one of the arseholes with
Keith
Sutherland. Yeah. And then we've got basically Michael Myers. Now he's my favourite sort of killer. You know, at base number 2, this is obviously. He's definitely my favourite killer. There's like 9 films. He's got 107 kills, and I would say the best kill's got to be it's like Linda in the original and in the remake, played by PJ Souls and Christina Cleave. And basically, like, you just see these poor girls. She gets brutalised and she gets basically strangled with it's like telephone wire, and we all see boobies.
My favourite kill would be her boyfriend, who just gets stabbed and impaled on a wall. And you see his little feet dangling.
Gets picked up and then stabbed, basically. Yeah. And then
at number 1, I'm sure you've all guessed, it's Jason Voorhees. Appeared in 12 films. Across them 12 films, 146 kills.
Awesome.
My favourite kill from the Friday the Fames is the sheriff in part 6. Where he gets bent literally in half and you hear his bones crack. Bent backwards.
Awesome kill. And it's my favourite kill is also in, it's like part 6. It's the poor girl who gets killed in the actual camper van. She gets basically face crushed right through the actual, it's like bathroom. It's a pretty fucked up kill, but it's awesome. So folks, join us next week for it's episode 5, which is horror movies based on true stories.
And click like and subscribe and leave any comments in our down bar.
Oh yeah. See you next week, peeps.